Hey guys, it's Rod. Just about to start a 4-hour hike into a nice little waterway in the Blue Mountains. It's set to be pretty warm these few days, and there's a total fire ban too, so it might make things a bit tricky for cooking, but we'll work our way through it. 2K's down. We're supposed to be going down, but we're going up. Definitely not lost, we're on the right track. It's just, I suppose, not walking it before, we just don't know what's here, but if we looked at the top hole a bit close, we might have noticed it. Cicadas have started up, making a little bit of noise, but we're making good time. We've done about 2Ks, covered in about 23, 24 minutes, so the hard stuff's in front of us. Down there through the trees. We've got about a good 200 metre ascent, descent yet to get down in there. Scrambling over some fairly rocky country. It's pretty interesting. Well, it's taken us an hour to get 4.5K. That's our objective down there. There's a bit of a trail down there, you can see through the trees. Scrambling along the edge and along this escarpment. Just amazing. Beautiful bit of country out here. This is my first time into this part of the river, but done several other sections before. But every time I come out here, it's just amazing. Realise how beautiful it is. Cicadas everywhere. The odd bull ant about, ready to grab onto a bit of tender flesh somewhere. Got to look at the river now. There's been a fair bit of rain and thunderstorms the last week or two, and the river further downstream is quite dirty. You can't see too far into the water, which is no good for lure fishing. But getting a look down there now, you can see with the I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but yeah, there's pretty good visibility in the water. A bit of tannin stain, but apart from that, good to go. Pretty steep cliff here.
date today?
14.
Later. We were getting out this day 9 years ago.
Yeah. Look at this, eh? There's the creek we're on. The junction down the bottom there is a major river in the Woolamai. Amazing. Don't know if you can hear it, but there's a peregrine falcon. He's a little bit agitated by our presence. He might buzz us a bit later on the way down, but yeah, there's plenty of wildlife about. We've seen scaly-breasted lorikeets and glossy black cockatoos and peregrine falcon. There's a few little wrens and stuff flying around in the scrubby areas as well. Oh, yep. There we go. So there's the horseshoe bend saw a minute ago from further upstream. I'm just trying to find the track that gets down onto that saddle. We're just having a bit of trouble locating it. We'll duck back along and look for the rock cairn. I'm sure that there'll be one telling us where we need to turn left and go off the edge. But if you're a base jumper, you might go alright here. It's probably, yeah, it's a good 200 metres at least down there. But there's some, look at this pool, beautiful.
I don't reckon we're going to be able to fish that much.
We're getting down slowly, hard going, very steep. It's looking back up, doesn't do it justice. It never does on the camera, but just, yeah, amazing, really steep. And Dell's down there below. Good times, awesome. Just under, all the wind erosion under here, little bits of sandstone. You know, it's all completely hollowed out behind there. Here too, oh, don't want to touch it, it'll break off. Amazing, all created by wind blowing through. You see the different layers in the rock too, it's pretty amazing. Made it. It was 2.25 hours, about a little bit over 6 k's all up. Pretty happy with that though. We're expecting it to be about 4 hours, but it's just, the killer's the humidity. I'm glad we made an early start. We left Blackheath this morning at 5:20. We're up the top by about 7:20 and walking pretty much straight away. But it was worth it. The river's a little bit dirty. A bit worried about that in terms of what we're going to do is try and catch a fish. Yeah, fairly tannin stained. It looked good from up high. But yeah, you can see the plants midstream up there. Gives you a good indicator the water's still up. So as the water drops, it might clear up a bit and improve for us. But time will tell. Wonder what holds some of this stuff up sometimes. Big overhang there, and a big crack all the way down behind it. And I'm about to walk underneath it. interesting. Just walked up the river a bit, and you can see the water coming down through here, just disappearing, going out underneath this big rock here. Not much else around. The river's back over in there. There's a big cave wash out underneath. Pretty amazing. Kind of looking sort of southwest down the river there. Comes behind us. It'll come up fairly high, but it should duck down somewhere up in that little notch up to the right there. Give it a bit of shade in the afternoon, hopefully. There's a nice little beach over there. The river's dropping. It's already been up. You can see the trees there also underwater. And there's no rain predicted for the next 4 or 5 days, so we should be pretty safe there. We'll always keep an eye on it anyway. But yeah, it looks like a good spot. Make our way over there and set up for a camp, I think. It's been a pretty long and very hot afternoon here, just waiting for the sun to disappear a bit and hop off the beach where we're staying. It's just been a stinker, well over 40 degrees I'd say, just uncomfortable. Sort of in two minds about what we're going to do. Wait for tomorrow morning and hike out nice and early before the sun starts beating down, or make tracks tonight to get out. Wait for the sun to go down, have a bit of dinner and see what happens. But we'll make that call a bit later. When we arrived this morning, put this stick in here, and the water's dropped maybe 7-8 centimetres. So that's in about 9-10 hours. 8 hours, yeah. The sun's left us finally. We've got a bit of shade on the beach, which is a bit easier for comfort levels, that's for sure. I'm happy already. One of the things about camping in a national park this time of year is the total fire ban. So no fires for cooking on makes it a little bit more uncamp-like is a good way of putting it. So tonight, we'll be cooking some backcountry cuisine. Got a beef stroganoff. So just going to boil up some water, and on the jet boil, you are allowed to have a gas stove, but you've got to be there's rules and regs around it. You can check out the National Parks and Wildlife Service website if you want to get up to date on all of that stuff. Probably boil in 30 seconds. It's already halfway there. Hey folks, it's been, as I said before, a very, very hot afternoon. But there's been some thunderstorms. We didn't get anything here. Kind of wish we did, because it would have made things a lot cooler than what they were. But upstream of us, I think there's been a fair bit of heavy rain. Looking at where the storms were, so the river's just started dropping back down from a fairly big flow event recently. So I think we're going to make the decision and bail out, head back up, out through Crawford's Lookout, right up to the top, back to the car and home. We might try a different spot tomorrow if it's not too hot.